I always think Zara has the best affordable denim out there, so I picked up 6 pairs of their white denim to put them to the test. Will they measure up? Stick around and find out. Our first pair of white jeans from Zara is the Flare Fit. Now, I have purchased everything in a size 29, which is one size up from my usual 28 that I wear. A, because I've gained a couple of pounds and I feel more comfortable in a 29 right now. And B, because I never think that white jeans should be skin tight on you. So I do always recommend, if you're between sizes, to consider sizing up because I think it'll be a much more flattering fit. These are a high rise. My belly button is hitting me right here where the button is. And I'd say they fit quite well through the hip and thigh area. Now, I like that they are tight on the thigh as a flare should be, but they're not skin tight. You can see that there is some give in this area, so that is fantastic. And I love the flare. You can see these are quite long. I'm wearing a pretty tall heel. I'm 5'7" for reference, and usually a 33, 34 inseam will hit me at the floor like these do with a heel that is about yay high. I must say I'm very happy with these jeans. I love that they're just skimming. I love that they're not overly tight. They're not riding up my booty. They're also not flattening my booty. They are just giving me just the right amount of shape. I do like they are high rise, but I do wish they would come up a little bit higher. I think the key with wearing a flare jean is to balance the flare at the bottom with something on top. So I generally have broad shoulders to begin with, but I'm further accentuating them with a padded shoulder t-shirt like this one here. I've had this for ages, but I always reach for it because I find it to be quite flattering. It helps minimize the waist. Or another option is to just throw a sweater or cardigan over your shoulders and help give yourself a little more volume up in that area. As far as transparency, I think you could see a slight outline of the pocket, and I think it's coming up on camera, but I don't think it's anything that's really awful. It's probably pretty normal for a white pair of jeans. I don't think it's terrible, but let's see if we could do a little better. But so far, off to a fabulous start. Here's another pair of Flare Fit jeans from Zara. Now, these have a slight variation to the ones I just showed you. They are a little higher on the waist. They're hitting me at my natural waist. If you can't already tell, they definitely have a tighter fit. Not tighter in the way that they don't fit me, but they are just a little more of a snug fit. But I think they're also compensating by adding more stretch into them. These have considerable more stretch than the ones I just showed you. They are definitely fitting tighter on the thigh. They are rounding out the booty quite a bit more. Not flattening me out, but definitely rounding me out. And I have a brown shirt tucked into it, and you can kind of see, again, the outline of the white pocket, and you can kind of make out a little bit of the brown showing through, but I don't think it's awful. I think it's to be expected with white jeans. Let me back up and show you the flare on these, and the length. Again, they are long, but I think this heel is taller than the one I was wearing before, so they're not quite hitting me all the way to the ground, but these are longer as well. Like the previous outfit, I chose something to accentuate the shoulders on top, so these ruffles also do the trick there, and it's fitted here to accentuate my waist, and then the flare at the bottom gives me an hourglass shape. If I had to pick between these first two pair, it's kind of a toss-up because I love the higher waist, but I love the fit of the other ones a little better. I do like flares to be snug on top and flared at the bottom, but these are just maybe a little too skin tight for my taste. You let me know which one you like so far. This next pair is a mid-rise bootcut cropped jean, and you can tell that I'm not comfortable in mid-rise. My belly button is right here, so it's falling past that, which means it's hitting me at a thicker part of my waist, almost at my hip bones. Yeah, my hip bone is right here, and you can see just how boxy it makes me look. It is cutting me in half and accentuating a wider part of my body, which means it's less flattering. I look wider and I look bigger, and that is something I don't strive to do. So these are definite no for me, but I know many of you ladies out there are quite comfortable in a mid-rise and you prefer that. But on me, the way it cuts me off, it's a definite no for me. As far as the fit, this has definitely a more relaxed fit for the 29 compared to the 29 flares that I tried. So it is roomier and more comfortable, that's for sure. I have the sensation of wanting to pull them up, so I keep getting this crotch tightness here, which is not flattering, although when I pull them down, it's still there. So I don't think these are suited for me. I like the looseness in the leg, and I actually like, let me back up here, I like the ankle length. I think the crop is good on my leg length. I'm 5'7" for reference, and it's hitting me just above the ankle at the thinnest part. So that's pretty good. Let's see the booty. It is quite relaxed and loose on the booty, but it's not making it look bad or good. It's just very neutral, I guess you can say. I have it paired here with a very cute top from Mango. This is a pink polo wool blend top and a little twilly scarf just to doll it up a little bit. And I added tan accessories with a YSL belt, and these are Zara thong kitten heel thong suede sandals. If you see the tag still on them, it's because I'm just testing them out and I haven't quite yet committed to ripping the tags off of them. I think I like them so far, and I love how they go with a white pant and a tan nude shoe. I think it's very flattering. Unfortunately, these are a no for me. If they were higher waist, I would like them. I also want to point out to you, I do not like the way these have been hemmed. It almost looks like you took them to a dry cleaner and asked them to just give you a cheap hem. They have no finish at the bottom. It just looks like they've been turned up and stitched once around, almost like somebody bought them, hemmed them, and then returned them. I don't like how that looks. I wish it had a finished edge on it, or just keep it raw. Overall, not my favorite, and probably one that I wouldn't suggest. Future me here, I was just taking these off to get into the next pair of pants, and I like to measure them and jot down my notes in between each one. I measured these, and they're measuring at almost a 12 rise, which is so strange because you saw very well that they were hitting me below my belly button, and I thought they were mid-rise. I saw the tag labeled as high-rise, measured them, and they're hitting at a 12. Now, the second pair of pants was hitting me at above my belly button at my natural waist, and that was a 12. So I don't understand how these are measuring the same, but they were fitting so tremendously different. Can someone please explain that to me? Because it honestly makes no sense. All right, these are called the mid-rise straight cropped, and these are definitely a mid-rise. It's funny, they are fitting me at the same spot as those high-rise ones I just showed you, which is just the oddest thing. I'm still trying to figure that out. These are hitting me lower than my belly button right here. These are a 29 like everything else, but these do feel roomier than the other ones. I felt like all the other ones felt like they were fitting me correctly, but these definitely have a gape in the back here. But I'd say that I like the fit on these better than the other cropped ones that I just showed you. These are cropped as well, and these are a straight crop as opposed to the others are a boot cut. Honestly, they don't look much different from each other. I think these are a little longer. I think these are much better constructed. They do have a finished edge here, so they look like they are a true pair of jeans. They have less of that crotch thing here going on like the other ones did. And I don't see any pocket showing through at all. I don't see a pocket definition. I don't see a trace of it. So I'd say this is a nice thicker pair of jeans. It's not doing much for my booty, but it's not really flattening it or accentuating it at all. I think they're just pretty standard. I don't like that it cuts me in the middle, but if I had to pick a pair of mid-rise jeans, I would pick these over the other ones that I just showed you, even those are labeled as high-rise. I have them here with some kitten heels from Mango, and this is a Quince cashmere t-shirt. Not hating these. If you're looking for a mid-rise crop jean, I think this is definitely a better option for you. All right, here is a pair of wide leg jeans, and I am loving everything about these except for one thing, which I'll tell you in just a second. But starting from the bottom, I love how gorgeously wide these are. They fit beautifully. I think my heel is a little too big for them. Could probably stand to go down 1 inch, but I love that they're super long. They have a really great fit through the thigh, just nice and wide all the way down. They are okay on the booty. I mean, you can't expect wide leg jeans to be all that flattering on your booty, but it's to be expected how they look. And I would say that I like that they are high-waisted, with the exception of one thing. Take a look at this. They are a cross waist, and I did not realize that when I picked these up. It's a really weird looking cross waist if you ask me. Granted, I've never tried a pair of like this on before. The zipper and button go up here, and then this one attaches. It's kind of a little off center because my belly button is right here, so the crisscross is off center. It comes up high at the side of the waist, and then it dips down a little bit. I would say it's not the worst thing thing ever, but I don't think I could stand to hold on to a pair of jeans like this. It would be something I would tire of very easily. I just find it strange and unusual. I honestly wish it was just a natural high waist. I would have kept these in a second because I love the wide leg of them, the drape. I think they fit beautifully on the thigh. They're just nice and loose all the way down, which is the way a true wide leg should fit. And I love every bit of them, except for this. Tell me, do you guys like this? Is this flattering? Is this, I don't know. I feel like this was like a major mistake in the production factory and they just went with it. These will have to go back, unfortunately, but I love everything else about them. They even have a nice thick feeling to them. Oh, that's such a bummer. All right, we are up to the last pair of white jeans in this video. And if you stayed with me this far, thank you so much. And please take a quick second right now and hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying this video. And if you're new here, make sure that you're subscribed. I do a lot of denim try-ons on this channel and they always seem to do really well, and a lot of you ladies seem to love that, so I'll keep doing them as long as you keep loving them. All right, now on to the last pair of jeans, and these are the classic mom slim fit jean. These are a high rise. They're hitting me right at my belly button, as you can see right here, so I love the rise of them. I think they have a really good fit to them. They feel really comfortable. They feel pretty flattering on the booty and not too tight, not too loose anywhere. A nice slim fit that has a little bit of give. You can see that they're not skin tight on my thighs, which is the way a slim fit should fit. Fitted and flattering, but not overly tight, especially if they're going to be white jeans. They're an ankle length and I like where they're hitting me at my ankle. I have them paired with some boat shoes here, which are very much of a love-hate with you ladies, I know, but I'm really enjoying them. And this is a long vest from Mango. A very simple outfit, nice for spring, summer. Of course, I think I'd probably doll this up a little more with a sweater over my shoulders, maybe some more jewelry, and perhaps a belt. I'm really not seeing much of an outline of the pockets, so I'd say the transparency on these is quite minimal. Stopping the video here to point out the puckering on the seam on the back side of these jeans. I think it might just be a quality issue with this particular pair. I'm going to return these and exchange them and hoping that the other pair is better. But overall, if you're looking for some slim mom jeans, I think these are really fantastic. Future me here, I do have to say I love these with the heel on. I think it transforms them as opposed to the boat shoe that I was wearing just a second ago. Putting on a heel can just make such a difference sometimes. Be sure to let me know in the comments which of these 6 pairs of jeans was your favorite. I think I'd have to say my most favorite was number 1, with number 2 being a close second. I do love a flare and I love a high rise, but if that wide leg jean did not have that funny looking cross waist, then that would have been my number 1 for sure. Future me again, I have to add these mom jeans into the running because once I put the heel on and tucked the top into them, it really transformed the look of them. And so I'll change the ranking. I think number 1 are the first flare jeans that I tried, and number 2 are these mom jeans. I had fun filming this video and I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll see you very soon in the next one, and thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.